Worksana offers a lot of flexibility when it comes to user permissions. In this video, we're going to cover some of the basic ones. To begin, click on your company name in the left-hand navigation menu and select Organization Settings. Here is your list of custom user roles. By default, there are a few that are uneditable, and I don't really recommend using these. I prefer to see people set up their own custom ones. So let's work through the examples that I've created, which represent some of the more common user roles I see in most people's accounts. Number one is administrator. Now, if I click on the pencil icon here, I get to the screen that allows me to add permissions to a specific user role, which I can then assign to somebody in my employee list. This is a build for a typical administrator with full access to everything. So the first group of permissions are admin panel, and these are specific modules within the Worksana admin panel that the user role that we create would have access to if we turn them on. Typically, you'll give an administrator absolutely everything, but if you have employees who perhaps don't need access to, say, time cards, then you could remove just time cards from this list of items that they have access to. Next is settings. Again, you can turn these on and off as appropriate, but for an administrator, we would want logos on. Within Kiosk, you would want to enable Kiosk panel so that the administrator has the ability to launch a kiosk session. Also, typically for the mobile app usage for administrators, we would give them access to the mobile app, team tracking, crew clock, and the ability to create an employee from the mobile app as well. These individuals usually would not have a geofence restriction, but you could add them if you wanted to. Go ahead and click submit, and our user role is saved. Another common user role would be a kiosk user. For a kiosk user, using facial recognition, we really only need to enable one thing because we're not giving them access to any other part of the software other than clocking in and clocking out on a kiosk. So here we would scroll down to the kiosk section and turn on biometric access and save. Another common build out would be a mobile app user who logs in via the mobile app and perhaps has a geofence restriction. Here, we would again scroll past absolutely everything until we got to the mobile app area, grant them mobile app access, but not give them supervisory functions, and add a geofence restriction for punch in and punch out. I will link a video to a more in-depth geofence guide if you need to set up geofences. Go ahead and click submit. Finally, one other template role that is common that you might want to set up is slightly elevated access through the mobile app for supervisors. So if you have a team lead who needs to see who's on the clock and where they are on the fly, you could scroll down past absolutely everything until you get to the mobile app, enable mobile app and team tracking. And this could be your supervisory role. Now that you've seen these built out, you would go to your employee list, click the pencil icon next to somebody's name, and then apply the correct user role from the list of user roles that you've built and give it to the employee and save.